Hey guys, so we are going to be working on Everyday Math Lesson 1.12, and in this lesson we are going to be dividing whole and sets of objects into equal groups. So when I solve a problem that is a number story like the one below, we want to make sure that we're using cubes and getting all of the important information so that we can solve this the best that we can. So remember, cube stands for circle the numbers, underline the question, box in the keywords or the action words, evaluate or eliminate, and show your work and solve. So I'm going to read the problem below and then go through the steps. The pet store has 45 goldfish. They would like to divide all of the fish equally into 9 different fish tanks. How many goldfish will each tank get? So following cubes, I want to underline or actually circle my numbers. So I've got 45 goldfish, 9 different fish tanks. So I can check that off. And then I'm going to underline the question. So I see my question, how many goldfish will be in each tank? And I'm looking for the number of goldfish in each tank. I want to next box in my keywords. So I see this word divide, and then I also see this word equally. So I know that my fish tank need to be equal. One other keyword that I see is this word each, because I want them to be in each fish tank. Next, I'm going to think about what steps do I need to do, what information I might not need. I'm thinking about my picture, and I don't really want to draw 45 goldfish and then try to put them into groups of so there's 9. I think that would be a little bit difficult, but one thing that I could do would be to draw the 9 fish tank. So I have 9 circles to represent my 9 fish tanks. Next, what I want to do is to put those 45 goldfish into those fish tanks, but I'm not going to just dump them all at one time. I'm going to count them one by one and put 1 in each of those fish tanks so that they're equal and I'm dividing them equally. So I went through and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 of my 45 goldfish. I'm going to go through and do it again. 9 is what I stopped with. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So with 2 goldfish in each, that means that I have used 18 of my 45. And when I go through and add them again, that makes 27 of my 45. Again, it'll be 36 of my 45. And then I will have 45 of the 45 goldfish split equally between 9 fish tanks. Now, my question says how many goldfish will be in each tank? Well, there's 5 here, 5 in this one, 5 in the third one. They all have 5. So that, first of all, helps me to know I split them equally. So my answer is going to be 5 goldfish. I want to make sure that I put my unit in here. And then the other piece that I want to make sure that I do is to write my number sentence. So my number sentence for this would be 45. We always start with a bigger number when we're dividing. Divided by 9 equals 5. That is the number sentence or the number model for this problem. Let's try another one. Khalif wants to equally share 16 pencils among 4 friends. How many pencils will they each get? So I'm going to go through my cube steps and circle my numbers. I see 16 pencils and I see 4 friends. I don't see any other thing. So I'm picturing my 16 pencils and my 4 friends in my head. Next says to underline the question. How many pencils will each friend get? Then we have box in the math action words. This is one of my favorite ones, equally share. That tells me that I'm going to divide. And I also know that my question says how many will each friend get, so I'm also going to box in that each to help me to know that I'm going to be dividing. Next, we're going to evaluate, and I'm going to think about it again. I don't want to draw 16 pencils and then try to make my 4 friends, but I could draw my 4 friends and then split those 16 pencils between them. So I've got little smiley faces for my friends, and I'm just going to go through and put 1 pencil in each. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I've used up all of my 16 pencils, and I can see that they are equal. They each get 4 pencils. And my number sentence for this one is going to be 16, because that's what I started with. And I divided them by 4 friends, and that equals 4 pencils. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Let's try another one. I'm going through my steps again. I have my number story that says 3 cats share 9 toy mice equally. How many mice does each cat get? So I'm going to go through my steps, and I can see this number 9 toy mice, but that's the only number that I see. But I do see the word 3 written out, so I need to make sure that I have that, and I have 3 cats. So I've circled my words, underline the question, how many mice does each cat get? I'm going to underline that. The box in the keywords, I see share, and I see equally, and then I see each. This one's going to be a division number story. Evaluate, I'm thinking about it. I could draw my 3 cats. That would help me out. I could draw my 9 toy mice, but I want the cats to have these mice, so I'm just going to draw my 3 cats. And then I'm going to split my 9 mice equally, so one at a time, because I want them to have the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I can see that each cat has 3 mice. So my answer is 3 mice. My number model is a division one. I'm going to say my big number, 9 mice divided by 3 cats equals 3 mice per cat. So I evaluated it and I solved it. Okay, so this one says Brian has 12 sweaters and puts 3 in each drawer. How many drawers does he fill? So I see my numbers 12 sweaters and 3 in each drawer. So I circled my words, underline, how many drawers does he fill? Box in my keyword, he puts 3. I see each drawer. Each doesn't really help me out in this situation, so I'm really going to have to think about it. So I'm picturing in my head my 12 sweaters, and I'm thinking about my dresser and how I would want to go down in my drawers. So I would start at the top one, and I would put 3 in there, and then I would go to the next one and put 3. So my picture that I'm going to use to help me out is I'm going to draw drawers with sweaters in them, 3 of them, and I'm going to count my 3 sweaters until I get groups of 3, and I get to 12. So my first drawer, I have 1, 2, 3. Second drawer, I have 4, 5, 6. In my third drawer, I have 7, 8, 9. And in my fourth drawer, I have 10, 11, 12. So then I'm going to go back after I've evaluated my work, and I'm going to count how many drawers he had. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 drawers. My answer is going to be 4 drawers. And then my number sentence is taking the number of sweaters he had, so 12, and then dividing them by 3 per drawer, and that came out to 4 drawers. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. All right, so we're going to look at this next problem, and I'm going to show you guys how to solve this problem because you guys are going to be actually doing this on your assignment, and you're going to be doing it on your own. So let me go into edit mode because that's what you guys are going to be in. We're going to be editing what we're doing. You're going to be editing these slides that you'll get. And I'm going to scroll down here to the one that I want to work on with you guys. And I'm going to show you how to get the information and use the tools that we have to solve this problem. So my problem says Brian has 12 sweaters. He puts in 3 in each drawer. So this is the same as the one before. I'm just showing you how I did this. So I know that he needs to put them in a drawer. So I'm going to first insert a drawer. And the way that I do that, I can go right here at the top, and I have this button right here is my text. This one is a picture, and then right next to it, I have a circle and a square, my shapes. So I'm just going to pick a square shape from my drawers and then draw it out. Now, I don't know how many drawers to draw, even though I just solved this problem, but I'm going to pretend that I don't, and I need to put in there 3 sweaters. You can't really write on this, so what you will have to do is to insert. So go up here to the top where it says insert, and you're going to go to image, and we're going to go to search the web. And I'm just going to search for sweater. And I can pick any sweater that I want. It doesn't matter how what you pick. I think I just want a single sweater. Oh, you know what would be kind of cool? Since he was putting them in 3 drawers, I can take this one. So I click on it, and then I'm going to hit insert. And then that way, I don't have to add a whole bunch of them. So he has 3 very lovely Christmas sweaters in his first drawer. And I'm going to shrink it down just a little bit so that it fits in my drawer. Now, that's my first drawer. And I've used 3 sweaters, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to insert another picture, or another drawer. So I'm going to go to my shapes, pick a drawer, and I'm just going to make it similar. Now I'm still going to use these 3 sweaters, so I'm just going to right click it, or 2-finger click it so that I can get my options, and I'm going to hit copy. And then 2-finger click it again and hit paste. And that's just copying the drawers and putting them in there again. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to draw another drawer because I have 12 that I have to put in drawers. So I'm going to go to my shape, get my rectangle out, and I already have my sweaters copied, so I'm just going to go back in and hit paste again and move my sweaters into my drawer. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more drawer. So I'm going to get another shape and paste my sweaters in there again. So I've got it right here, drag it in there, and now I have my 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I would put that in, my picture is drawn. You're going to have to draw your picture. Then what you want to do is to write your number model. And so you're going to have to go to the text box, and you're going to draw a text box right on that number line. And my number model is going to be 12. Now, it's a little bit tricky finding the divide sign, but you can use the backslash. So if you just hit where the question mark is, Normally, if you hit shift and question mark, you have not hitting shift, you would have the backslash. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 3, and then equal is right at the top by the backspace, 4. So I have my number model. You guys are going to do the same thing. Draw your pictures using your insert button, image, and then also using your shapes right here and your text box to get your typing. You have 3 problems. One about Adam, one about Beth, and one about James. After you complete that, you have your math boxes, and then your final thing is to play some baseball multiplication. If you have any questions, let me know.